Hey, it's your pal Shogunetti from Krillcraft. I am in my city, as you can see, and I have got some tips to help you with your city if you're just starting out and you just want some tips and some good planning. So let's get to it. Alright, so you're going to want to pick a texture pack for the world, and you're going to have to pick one. I would stick to the same texture pack you use because, as you can see on the right hand side here, the blocks do change colour. So let's say you start building with stone in a city texture pack, and then you go to the Fallout texture pack. Your buildings will look different and it could ruin everything. So make sure you pick one texture pack and stick with that texture pack. And the next thing is the world name. So think of a world name. You can use a random name generator. You can do that on Google. But pick a good name. Try and look out for other people's names as well, because some people might have the same name as your city, and that won't help your city stand out. So I picked Omric City for my city series. It sounds a bit like Onyx, the Pokemon. It's not, but some people say it is. But it's something different, and I don't know many people that have that as well. Okay, the next thing we're going to be looking at is roads. So some people build their roads above ground. So if you are going to do that, give a bit of room underneath, not just a little bit above. That way you can do like underground buildings. You can do some train stations and stuff underground. Everything. You can do whatever you want, so leave a bit of room. I'm doing this now in my new city. I find it quite easier. You can just get it going up and down here. You don't have to dig out everything. You can build on top if you want to, it's up to you, but make sure your roads do have a bit of room either side. That way you can build cars. You're not having them, getting in the way of everything. You're not having the cars overlapping, and you want to have some room for the pavements as well. Ideally, it's up to you. Here's an example that we've been doing in our new city though. We have been building the roads above, and then what we've done here is that we got the roads either side, and we thought we'd put like a little river that goes through underneath as well, so I thought that was a good divider. And then, as you can see, we'll go to the underground. It's all a work in progress as we're building a new city here, but hopefully you can get some ideas from this. So we've got the train here, and it goes underground, so that way everything will go underneath, but how much easier it is to build without having to dig all the underground as well. So hopefully that will help you. It's definitely good. Just make sure you plan it out. It's up to you what you choose, but I choose this way. The next thing you're going to want to do is planning. So right here I'm in the suburbs of my town. So I've got all the houses here. I've got no skyscrapers around. I want to keep things separate. You wouldn't have suburban houses next to giant skyscrapers. I mean, you can if you want. It's up to you. But I'm just going by what most people do in their cities and real cities as well. You'd have more like flats and apartments, where these are just cool houses that I've got here, some modern ones. And I've got a bridge as well. You can see a skyscraper in the distance that's not rendered properly yet. But I've got a bridge straight ahead that is separating this part of the world. So I thought that was quite cool, and you can do that too. But just get the planning going, so where you're going to have your skyscrapers, the main part of your city, your airports, things like that, your houses, your farmlands, things that are all separate. But you can put them together if you want. It's your city, but I think if you want to get some real good planning, maybe use pen and paper, jot down where you're going to have, because you're going to need to create a lot of room. There's going to be a lot of blocks, so it's up to you to decide how big you want your city to be. Alright, next on the list is using real buildings. So right here I'm behind McDonald's, and I think using real buildings helps a lot of your city. It's definitely good to use. You can use your favourite buildings, your favourite food places, anything you want. Just adds a little something, gives you ideas for your city. And the next thing I'm going to go say after that is using your own buildings, your own company. So I've got like a piggy bank right here. I've got a donut store right here. It's just a generic donut store, but it's my donut store. We call it Crazy Dave's Donuts as well. And one thing that I am very bad at, and I don't do much, is interiors. So I would say interiors are pretty cool. Can have a bit of fun with them. Look, I've got like shepherd's pie donut, the Rickman special, curry donut, churros. So stuff like that is a bit fun, adding detail. I'm very bad at adding interiors. I don't do it much, but I try to do it as much as I can. Skyscrapers can get tedious, as you can see there. It doesn't stand out as well because you can see there's not even floors in there, so that's one thing to avoid. I would say that, but I do have these good interiors on some of the small buildings, so it's definitely worth doing it. Make up your own companies and definitely use real ones, because that does help, and it helps the city seem more realistic as well. One thing that is key is detail. As you can see here, we have a bus stop. This is a bus stop I made. I've got a tutorial on my YouTube channel you can check out, and I've got numbers here for it. It's just detail. It just fills up this area. As you can see down here, we've got a lot of plain bits of road. I've got a hot dog van here, which I'll show you quick. So something else that fills up the area right here, we've got cars parked in the parking spaces. And it's just things like that, because you can see that the street, it goes down, you know, we've got some trees here as well, which is good. But it's just detail, adding detail really helps. I've got a bus down here. I need to add more cars about, and I will do, and it just fills it up, and it makes it look better with differences in the pavement as well. I've got different bricks in different areas. I mean, here it's another stone brick, and then I've got the cobblestone there. And it's always good to change it up. We've got different bricks in here, but it's just little details that help fill it out a bit, because otherwise you're just going to have plain roads. As you can see down here, it looks good because the building's at the side, but adding little details, you can never add enough details to your own city. Little passageways like this, I think it's quite good. And I'll even show you one that I always use. If we keep going down here, you get some ideas from just going down this road right here. You know, I got the odd car, I do need more, but we will go through here. Something I built, and more details. I've even got my own sewer system. So I've even got my own sewers that go right underneath here. You can add your own little secrets, and it's just another thing for your city. It's great to build, and it's, you know, it's really cool to have your own little secrets in your city that only you know and maybe your friends. Alright, so hopefully these tips will help you get your Minecraft city to where you want it to be. I hope you enjoy building it, and check out my channel for some more tips and tutorials and buildings and tours and everything to do with Omric City and Minecraft cities and everything crafting. Thanks for watching, guys.